today for another edition of Talk Evergreen. Talk Evergreen is broadcast live from the Evergreen Baptist Church at 408 West MacArthur Boulevard here in the city of Oakland, California. Talk Evergreen features interesting people, topics, and points of view. And now, Talk Evergreen and your host, Sister Tanya Sellers.
Good evening and welcome back to Talk Evergreen. My name is Tanya Sellers and I am the Evangelistic Growth Group Director here at Evergreen Missionary Baptist Church of Oakland, California. If you have not done so already, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this live broadcast. List your city and state in the chat and let us know where you're watching from, and feel free to ask questions as we are live. Also, be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Evergreen of Oakland. I'm very excited to be here tonight with our live audience, and we have very special guests with us this evening. Tonight's show is going to be based on Because Evergreen Cares. And what that means is Evergreen is always giving back. We are a church without walls, and our bishop knows that it is very important to take care of our surrounding neighborhoods, to our church members, and to our fellow brothers and sisters. So tonight is going to be part one of Because Evergreen Cares, and I have two very special guests with us this evening. Deacon Chris Thomas, who is a part of the Blankets and Blessings Ministry, and Sister Aries Achan, who is representing Distinguished Women of Evergreen, better known as DWOE, and she's going to talk about the wonderful holiday fair that we are putting on. So I would like our guests to just tell us a little bit about themselves, and then we're going to go into your ministry. So Chris, can you tell us about yourself?
Of course. Well, thank you for allowing me to be here this evening. My name is Christopher Anthony Thomas, deacon here at Evergreen. Been a member of Evergreen since 1986.
Yeah.
And giving has always been part of my heart,
Mm-hmm.
part of my ministry. I like to give as much as I can because it could be you, could have been you, could have been me, could have been any of us.
Mm-hmm.
So when we had that coming, the care ministry, start doing the Blankets and Blessings years ago, I think we started like 15 years ago. It was something that we decided to do to help the community surrounding us.
Okay. And Chris, you have been extremely involved with different ministries here at Evergreen.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just kind of name them off?
Okay. Well, let's start. I love working with the youth.
Mm-hmm.
So I work with the youth department. I also worked for the Gap Steppers, and the Gap is God anointed praise.
Yay.
With the young men from 5 to like 16 years old. Also, I'm a member of the Voices of Evergreen.
Yeah.
Hey, and been a member of several other organizations, Sunday school, and all those. This goes on and on. So,
Okay. And you are a proud fraternity member of?
yes, of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
All right. Got to put that in there.
Yes.
Okay. Aries, your turn. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your background here at Evergreen.
So my name is Aries Achan. I'm married to Ronald Achan, and I have been a member of Evergreen
From
since
birth?
Yeah, so I want to say 5 that I can remember. My grandmother was Sister Lillian B. Winfield, who was the announcement clerk of Evergreen. I've been here through all pastors. I used to be in the choir. I also used to work with Chris with the boys. I work in the youth department, and I'm currently serving as vice president for the Distinguished Women of Evergreen.
All right. Now, Aries, did you know your grandmother trained me?
Yes,
Yes.
and Michael.
Yes. Oh my God, probably 30 years ago, but your grandmother was the best. She has trained so many people here at Evergreen, so she definitely has a legacy here. So this evening, again, we want to talk about Because Evergreen Cares, and we have two exciting events. One is a new event that we just started for this year, and the second event is something that we do continuously every year. It's such a large event that we are going to have a part two. Chris is going to tell us a little bit about Blankets and Blessings, when we do it, and what it's all about. And then we are also going to have a part two of Blankets and Blessings, so we can further discuss this event. So Chris, tell us about Blankets and Blessings.
Of course. Well, Blankets and Blessing was a brainchild of our former pastor, Frank Pinkert Jr., and also his wife, Lady Kathy Pinkert.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to ask you where the name came from.
It came from, well, mostly from Sister Pinkert.
Okay.
Yeah, because during the holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, all that is giving. But then after Christmas Day, everything stops. But the need is still there.
You're right.
And, that's the coldest time of the year, of course. So with this guidance, we decided to start giving out love gifts. And we do it during January because that's Martin Luther King's birthday. That's when we do service like that.
So you all purposefully wait until after the holidays, which I think is a wonderful idea, because everyone is giving, to the homeless or to the less fortunate around the holidays, but it doesn't stop. They still
stops.
have a need. So I think it's absolutely wonderful with the timing of Blankets and Blessings.
Martin Luther King's birthday.
Okay.
Because that's the day of service.
Yeah.
And we always do it on the Sunday before Martin Luther King's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ask the congregation to give, of course, as much as they can, and the church puts in to help us with the round all out.
Mm-hmm. So Blankets and Blessings, we know what the blankets are, but tell us about the blessings part.
Whoa, we give out so much stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'd like to thank and commend Sister Dr. Sharon Williams and Georgetta Breedlove, because they're more thinking than I am. That we give out blankets, we give out sleeping bags, gloves, shoes, all that, and food as well. At one time, I was trying to invest in trying to get those MREs. If you heard of MREs, meals ready to eat, that the Army gives us, so that they're contained. Because we got to realize anything we give them has to be self-sustaining. Give them back, because you got to give them something that was disposable. That, something that will sustain them.
So, tell me, Chris, do you all, how many years has this been going on, Blankets and Blessing?
I was trying to think I think since 2010, so it's 15 years.
All right, and I would imagine, I guess it is kind of unfortunate that you see the same people, or you may see the same people.
You see the same people and more. It gets more and more. As you know, the current administration, what's going on, they give less, so it comes to the people to give them the to sustain them. Also, it's very unique because it could have been any of us. There's people on the streets who have doctorates, who are scientists. Yeah, you're amazed about. It's just because something happened that's fortunate, maybe sometimes mental illness or sickness. One couple, they were came out to California for a job at Berkeley, and the job fell through, and so they were stranded with nothing, and they were living under underpass.
Yeah,
so
it was. It is short of amazing, the people that you do meet, because I am proudly a part of Blankets and Blessings. I go out and I also give with the whole Evergreen crew. But the people who you meet, the conversations that you have, and these are not, a lot of the people are not just people who are just homeless by choice. A lot of times they don't have a choice, and all they need is just a helping hand. People are sleeping in their cars, and they need warm blankets. They need socks. I love the fact that we give out toiletries, because we're forward thinking in what people need every day to help them survive.
And the little things too, like Band-Aids, Kleenex and stuff, stuff they can use, sanitation lotions and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So yes, and also women products as well. As a man, I don't think about those, but women need those products.
Female products, very, very important.
Mhm.
I love the fact that we give that out, and we're feeding them a hot meal.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
A nice hot meal.
Yeah.
It consists of chicken noodle soup or chili,
Mhm.
and also sandwich oranges. We give them a whole night that can last at least 2 days.
Yeah.
But of course they need more, but at least we give them
Yeah.
something for that night.
And I love the fact that our bishop is right out there with us. He's doing the talking, the ministering to the people who we meet, to the people who we service, because again, we could be right in their shoes.
And
Everybody is can be one paycheck away from being
not even one
homeless
pay
if
anymore
you
the way
think
it's
about
going
it.
nowadays.
Yeah.
And some people, it's like the stories you hear, you get so much compassion for them because it could have been you, could have been me. So,
Yeah. No, absolutely. So, Chris, we're going to talk a little bit more about Blankets and Blessings.
Mhm.
Aries, let's talk about your ministry with Distinguished Women of Evergreen, DWOE. This is their first holiday event, if I'm not mistaken. So, and it's this Saturday coming up. So, tell us all about it.
So
Tell us the great name of it.
Les Boutique de Noël. It's a vendor event that we're putting on for this Saturday from 10 to 2. And you guys come on out. Y'all should have missed that Black Friday because it wasn't for us. So y'all come on and spend your money with us.
Yeah.
Black-owned
businesses.
Black-owned businesses. We have hat vendors. We have T-shirt vendors. We have somebody doing jewelry, somebody doing hosiery that I'm thinking of right off of my head.
Mhm.
The children will also be having a taco bar, and the cost for that will be $10 to help the children out. But come out, socialize with us, come see what we're doing.
Mhm.
You don't have to pay to come into the event, but there is a cost for the food. So along with our president, Nadine Woodford, and our advisor, Lady B. Brandon, we're all working together with our executive team, and the event is going to be great. But it will be even better if you were out coming to us
Absolutely.
shopping.
Absolutely.
And it's not limited to just Evergreen. Anybody is welcome to come.
Anybody can come, and I love the fact of you're spending with people who look just like you.
Yes.
So remember, we're still boycotting Target
And Walmart.
So, and Walmart.
And Walmart.
Yeah, I guess Walmart too. Or is it one place at a time?
No.
Both.
Target.
Okay,
But
both.
mainly
Walmart
Target.
and Target.
Yes.
And again, these are not the views of Evergreen Baptist Church. These are our views. But spend your money with Black-owned businesses, and more importantly, small businesses, because we have to help them survive. And I think a lot of times when you're spending with small vendors, you get products that are so unique and so different. And I love the fact when these vendors use their imagination and they sell these trinkets, these one-of-a-kind trinkets. I'm sure we're going to have Renee Daniels in her T-shirts.
Yes.
Got to patronize Renee Daniels. She does wonderful T-shirts. Tell us some more of the vendors that you're
we have
going to be
our
there.
own Cynthia Rowden that will be having her clothing line.
Okay.
We have First Lady Carla Newsom. She will be selling hats and purses.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think off my head. We do have our vendor, Richard Griffin. He paints art, so he will be selling that.
I'm sure we're going to have some paparazzi vendors.
We have one jewelry vendor.
Okay,
I'm not
all
sure
right,
if she's
okay, all right.
paparazzi. But
So
we
you
have
got
a
your
little
hat,
variety.
you got your hats, you got your jewelry, you got your T-shirts, you got your art, you got your food. Chris, go ahead.
What about for the men? What's going on? What do you have for the men?
Yeah, you're right.
Come
you're
on
right.
now.
Oh,
Give us something.
yikes.
I'm trying to think off the top of my head. You got to come out and see.
I'm going to be there, but I just want to make sure there's something for us.
You know what? I think the T-shirts are not just for women, but they're for men also.
Okay.
With paparazzi, I'm pretty sure they sell like men, because you men, you like your bracelets.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So I'm sure it's going to be a lot for men also, but I'm glad you brought that up, Chris, because that is really important because we want to make sure that everyone can shop at our vendor fair. Now, give us the time again, Ari.
The time is from 10 to 2, Saturday 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay. And what made Distinguished Women of Evergreen decide to put on this vendor fair?
Well, we wanted to do a fundraiser, and we wanted our fundraiser to catch everybody's attention. And so I suggested doing a vendor event. It was something that was quick, something that didn't take money for us to set it up. Because again, we're trying to, build up for the things that, as a group, that we would like to do. And we want to be self-sufficient. We don't want to have to go to the church, asking the church to fund anything that we plan on doing with the women. So this will be our first event. There will be other events to come, but we figured that this would be something, to get ourselves back out there.
Okay, no, absolutely great. Tell us about the taco bar, because that's really important. Food is always important. So tell us again about the taco bar. $10. What does my $10 get me?
So the $10 is, the taco with all the trimmings.
I'm a foodie, okay?
If I'm not mistaken, you get 2 tacos. I'm not sure about what size they have decided upon with the tacos, and then something to drink.
Okay.
There will also be a lemonade stand.
All right.
Being ran by Ryan Carter.
Oh, yeah.
One of our seeds. So she will have a lemonade stand. So if anything else, come fellowship with us.
Yeah.
Come see what Evergreen is doing. Yeah. Be a part of it.
Yeah. Now, for people who haven't been to Evergreen before, they want to come to the vendor fair, our holiday fair, and they also want to partake of the taco bar. Can they sit down and fellowship and eat and shop? So how is that set up?
So the vendors are going to be set up, and then there will be tables in the middle for people to sit and socialize and to eat. We'll try to make it as comfortable and convenient as possible.
Okay.
Yes.
So make sure you do come, shop, eat, and you can also socialize. The time again is
10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay. Can we put that, put the flyer up on the screen one more time, please? Because we want to make sure that you screenshot this flyer, you write the date down and the times down, because we really want to make sure that we support our vendors. We really want to make sure we support our kids, because the proceeds from the taco bar will go to our children, our seeds, right? Okay, yeah, so very, very good. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to take a quick break right now, and we are gonna come back and talk more about these 2 special guests. We're gonna take a quick intermission while Brother Donald Taylor and Sister Candace, they come and bless us in song. Now, they both usually have a very special surprise for us, and I'm pretty sure Donald has probably written and produced this song, but it's going to be absolutely wonderful. So don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we will continue our conversation right here on Talk Evergreen. And in the meantime, we will participate in giving. Those of us in the sanctuary will be giving, and you online can give as well. They have different ways that you can give right on the screen. And remember, on Wednesdays, all of our giving goes towards our missions, where we help supply the needs of our youth that we have adopted in Ghana. So don't forget to give. We'll be right back after our song selection.
A star proclaimed your birth. The angels in heaven rejoiced just to see your day. the only Son of God, asleep, being in the haze of sleeping in the haze. Now shepherds watch their sheep. Suddenly an angel appeared, saying, "Don't be afraid. I bring tidings of a great joy, a king asleep in the hay." Yes, a king asleep in the hay. Away in the manger.
Welcome back to Talk Evergreen, and we have our very special guest with us this evening. Because Evergreen cares, we have Deacon Chris Thomas, who is a part of our Blankets and Blessings, and we have Sister Aries Achan, who is a member of our Distinguished Women of Evergreen, and she is discussing our holiday fair that's coming up on this Saturday. So, Chris, blankets and blessings. What kind of blankets are these? Are these like little small blankets, or are these nice, sturdy, heavy blankets? Tell
They're
us.
very good blankets. It's very sturdy.
Mm-hmm.
We usually go to like a flea market to get them, and we get a very good discount on them. And they're like a twin size or a double size, so you can wrap yourself real good with
Yeah,
it, because
yeah.
you know it's cold out there in the wintertime.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I think we also include mittens or gloves.
Yes.
Okay.
We give the essentials to keep them warm.
Yeah.
We give gloves, socks, and we even give those hand pocket things.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I never thought about that.
Yeah. How smart is that?
And also we give, like I said before, medical things like Band-Aids and stuff. And also ear swabs. You never think about cleaning your ear.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And packing them is very unique. Very unique.
Yeah. And I know that we also go out with a police escort, which is really important. And I think people should know that, because the ministry, the members of the ministry who go out, I mean, we're going in the evening.
Yes, it's dark.
Yeah, and we have to also protect ourselves. So our Reverend Rufus Robbins is a chaplain here in the city of Oakland, and he has his police friends that escort us. So tell us a little bit about how that looks, because it is pretty special.
It's very exciting, actually. It's like the president's coming. Usually we get two police cars.
Yeah.
And they come, because you have to think about it. Sometimes the people who are out there, they have social, either mental issues.
Yeah.
And so we don't know, and it is dark. And so we try to go out in groups. When we get together, we go out in groups, at least 3. And we always tell the women, do not go out by themselves. Either they feel that they can do it, but we always say have a male with them. But the police, it makes you feel real good when they stop the traffic for us.
Yeah, they do.
They block the traffic. I mean, it's very exciting, actually.
Yeah. But then on the other hand, for the people who we're servicing, it can be a little intimidating.
It can be.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, actually, we have to watch how we approach them. Yeah. Because we have flashlights, and they have their encampments, and each encampment is different. Yeah. They may have tents and stuff. And some of them are very elaborate too. I'm very surprised. We have some creative people out there. They get those pallets together and make their own living room. You know,
that was something that I was very impressed about, Chris, because a lot of people who, I mean, if you give them some cardboard and some wood and some tarp, I mean, they really make these elaborate places to survive in.
I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
And think about it, they have a code, because they watch each other's backs.
Yeah. That's
very important, because unfortunately somebody may take some things that you have. This one individual, he was actually barbecuing a grill, and we had food from him. Said, "No, I don't want your food. You want some of mine?" I said, and it was smelling good too.
Right.
So it's very unique, very creative.
And I do know that we also have dog food for people who have animals. I'm a dog mom, so I do know how important it is when you do have your animal with you. I mean, that gives you a sense of normalcy and a sense of security. So we know that it's important. The dogs got to eat also, the dogs and the cats. So
one of our members, she's very much a dog lover. She brings
she is.
Several pounds of dog food. Also, the dogs are very unique because they protect and watch over, because some of the encampments, they may have rodents and stuff.
Yeah.
They keep them away. And you don't think about these things.
Yeah.
And they're very creative how they keep themselves self-contained.
And I was also surprised to see that people, they go into their areas at a certain time and they don't come out. Just like you go into your home and you prepare yourself for the evening to either relax or to go to bed. They do the same thing, because there are some places that we couldn't even get in. I mean, they were locked up, which I can appreciate it because that made sense. And it's cold, you know?
They have certain areas that we have the little small homes and stuff, and we go there and they have a gate. And you're right, you have to be in by a certain time.
Yeah.
And a couple of times we have to call to let them know we're coming ahead of time because you want to make sure they're there.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to have the food and stuff and no one's there because they are homeless, looking for a place to stay. And so we give them those things and we put them in. They have certain areas to put it in. So and we talk to them, we minister to them. We often ask them to come to our church, and we also put like a little leaflet inside talks about Evergreen. So
and that's really important that they know the total purpose of what we're doing. We don't want them to just see us once or twice a year. We want to invite them to fellowship with Evergreen Missionary Baptist Church because, again, we are a church without walls. We want you to come as you are. We want you to feel comfortable coming to Evergreen, and that's why our bishop, Bishop Brandon, knows how important it is for him to come out and to fellowship and to witness to these people because these are your potential members.
Also, several years we had people that knew some of the homeless people as well, and there was even some family members. They knew family. They found cousins and stuff. So it's very interesting because you just don't know, and sometimes they don't know that their cousins are down and out too. Or family members.
I can remember one year, someone we were servicing, they asked about one of our church members, and he was telling us how he went to high school with her and how well he knew her family. So again, you just never know who you're going to run into, who you're going to talk to, who knows who. So that's why I would say it's so important when you are servicing people who are less fortunate. You do it with a cheerful spirit, with a smile on your face, because you never know who you're going to talk to, and then you never know if you're going to be in that same predicament. We just don't know.
And it's funny because talking about you, Tanya, because you've been several years, and she has all that energy. We're Evergreen, we have stuff for you, and it's Tanya's time to go. Well, okay, and you have to pull her, you pull you away,
right?
And they have unique stories, and you do want to hear what they have to say. And some people actually want you to pray for them too, and we do that as well. We minister to people, so we make them feel good as human as possible.
And we have had people to visit Evergreen that we have serviced, and again, just like you mentioned, Chris, people do ask us to pray for them, and we have to be ready to pray right on the spot. It's none of that, ooh, I don't know, let me get someone else. God doesn't tell you which way to pray. He just wants you to pray a sincere prayer.
Yes.
And we want them to pray for us, because we need prayer.
And some of them have a good prayer. They pray.
Yes.
Like I said, it could have been me, could have been you.
Yeah. And this Blankets and Blessings, it just opens your eyes up to, again, servicing those who are less fortunate. And I like to use the word servicing because we are of service to them. We are no better than the people that are out there, and we want them to feel like just as important as we are, and to know that they are our brothers and sisters.
Exactly.
So Aries, tell us a little bit more about the Distinguished Women of Evergreen. Tell us about this ministry.
So the Distinguished Women of Evergreen came about after Bishop Brandon got here. And so Nadine Woodford, Sister Deaconess Woodford, was made president. And then Bishop called me to be vice president. And so we've been working, trying to get the women together to not only socialize, because we did Denim and Pearls a couple of years back, an event to bring all the women together for, to socialize, the fellowship. We have had we had vision boards that we did. We played a few games and stuff like that, but we realized that we need to do more, and to do more in a community. We need to do more in the church. And so doing this vendor event is going to put us in the right direction, to fellowship, to bring more women in, and to start doing more work within the church. You have a lot of organizations, and what make you stand out. So a distinguished woman, to me, when I think about it, when I was coming up, people like Lillian Winfield, my grandmother, Sister Pearl, Ernestine James, just to name a few people, Johnny Mae Richard. Yeah. Those were strong Black women in this church. And, they held a lot of things. It made me proud to be a woman, especially a Black woman, in this church. That's what I think of. Why am I so distinguished? We're all distinguished. Nobody's the same. We all different. And so what I, along with Sister Nadine and Lady B, have been trying to encourage women, we have to stand out. We have to be different. Not that we're better than anybody, but to be different, to get other women who don't participate in any aspect of the church, to really get them involved. And slowly but surely, women that don't really participate anywhere in the church, they're getting excited. So we want to do more community event. We want to do more sisterhood event. We eventually want to do a workshop. To have I'm sorry, I'm drawing
that's all right, it'll come back to you.
Yeah, so we are trying to get those things, and so we have to start somewhere. And we are doing this community event to bring the community in so they can see what we're doing. So that's what I think about distinguished women when people ask me.
Now, how often do you meet?
We meet once a month, and that's the first Saturday before the first Sunday.
Okay.
And if we're having an event just like now, we do it on Zoom, so you don't have to come down to the church, because some people are here 4 or 5 days out the week.
Right.
And so we find that the Zoom is a lot easier. And if you want to be a part, first Saturday of every month, we meet. And we meet for 1 hour. We don't go over 1 hour.
And Aries makes sure that we are only here for an hour. We start on time and we end on time.
Yes.
And I think that's something that our bishop established, which I love, because I think a lot of times some people are not respectful of a person's time. We are all busy. We are all multitasking. Traveling, Chris, you're traveling from Sacramento. So everyone has something to do. So I love the fact that you start on time, you end on time, and you make sure that people do understand it. And I think when you do that, it makes people want to come, because then they know, okay, they say an hour, but we're really gonna be here 2 hours.
1 hour.
Yeah, 1 hour, and I think that's important. And when you have an agenda, which you all always do, and you know what you're meeting about, that's all you need is an hour. So let me ask you, if I want to be a part of Distinguished Women of Evergreen, do I need to be a member of Evergreen? Good question.
It's a good question.
Very good question.
Okay. You have to come out and see.
Okay, good answer.
Wait and see.
Come out and see.
Good
but
answer.
I do want to also say that we've implemented different portions of our meetings. So now we have curriculum.
Okay.
We have missions. We have evangelistic that we're going to be working on. And so, we're moving along, like I said, with our president and our advisor. We're on the right track.
Okay. And I know that all of the members are excited about this holiday fair now, and we know it's going to be successful. Is this something that is a plan to do annually?
It is. We're going to regroup and also do another vendor event. We want to see how this do, and take pros and cons from it. What could we do better? What could we do to improve
Yeah.
it?
Okay, and that's important.
And but we're definitely gonna do it again.
Now, is it too late to be a vendor?
It is.
Oh, you missed the cutoff day.
Shucks.
Wow.
Yes.
So you're at your capacity
Yes.
with congratulations. I
Thank
think that's
you.
absolutely wonderful. So you have met your goal with vendors. And for those of you who wanted to be a vendor and couldn't get in, there's always next year.
Yes.
Or there might be another vendor fair
Yes.
during 2026 before the holidays that Distinguished Women of Evergreen may put on. So don't wait until the last minute. Now, will the kids be servicing the taco bar?
Yes.
Yay. Now,
So
that's
it
going to
will
be special.
the Roots and Seeds are
Yeah.
supposed to be running a taco bar.
Okay, and that's important because I think when we get the kids involved and we let them handle things and kind of, take over with supervision, of course, it instills in them that, okay, wow, this is something that's going to benefit us in the long run. So they're going to do their best to make sure that is successful. So Aries, give us a day and the time again for the holiday fair.
It's going to be December the 6th, which is this Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I need to say it's going to be in the dining hall. And there will be someone to greet you and to direct you where to go. And I hope to see you all there.
Can we get the flyer up one last time? Again, please screenshot the flyer, write the date down, write the times down, because we definitely want to see you there. We want you to spend your money with people who look just like you, and you're going to have a wonderful time. You can shop, you can eat, and then also you can socialize. Chris, tell us briefly now, blankets and blessings, when do you start? When do you give out the blankets and the blessings?
Again, we go out in January,
Mm-hmm.
Martin Luther King's birthday weekend, that's
Mhm.
Sunday. We are accepting donations. You can send them to the church
Mm-hmm.
and put on a donation, blankets and blessings. We also take socks and blankets as well.
Okay.
So
All right.
we're looking for donations. We're doing it as we speak right now.
Okay.
So everyone can be a part.
Okay, so you're taking donations, monetary donations,
Yes.
and that's really important because the people who are over the ministry, Georgetta and Chris, they have to go out and buy these items. A lot of items some are donated, but we have to buy a lot of these items. So monetary donations are absolutely wonderful. We certainly encourage you to do so. So guess what? We are not out of message. We are just out of time,
Aw.
okay?
Shucks.
Be sure to
Aw.
follow us on all social media platforms at Evergreen of Oakland. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and please share this broadcast. Remember to join us every Sunday for our 8 a.m. Express Worship Experience, followed by our 9:30 a.m. Sunday School class and our 11 a.m. worship. Thank you all for watching. Have a blessed night, and we'll see you next week here on Talk Evergreen.
Bye-bye.